Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a quick video to show you guys how I edit my images in Lightroom. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up my image. This is a photo I took of the model Maria last year. I was really happy with this set and I just think it's a good photo to kind of show you guys how I would go about editing. So I'm going to be using my fairy tale collection today and you can download that on my website. So when you download the fairy tale collection, you get these 4 presets here. And when you hover over them, you can kind of see the effect it has at the top here. So I'm just going to go through them and show you guys how versatile they are. So if I go on to Enchanted, you can see the effect it has already if I show you the before and after. So what I like to do is once I've put one of these presets on is tweak it to kind of fit the image a little bit more. So what I would do here is I'd bring the exposure down a little bit just because I think it's a little bit bright for me. And then you can just go through these settings here and just have a play around with what you like best. So I think it looks quite cool with the shadows being darker. Just like that. And just have a play around and see what you like, to be honest. That's really cool. Like that. And then scroll on down. And what I tend to change a lot as well is these color tones here. So first of all, if you go to the orange tab, the luminance affects the brightness of the skin, so I always like to change that. Let's bring that up a little bit. Reds as well, what I like to do with the reds is I bring the hue across slightly to the right, and that will just make it a little bit more orange rather than red. And if you bring the saturation down, there we go. And because this image here is mostly green, you'll want to change the yellows and the green as this will change most of the picture. So I'm just playing around with the saturation at the moment, seeing what I like and what I don't like. That's quite cool. And it's mainly just a case of playing around, to be honest, and seeing what looks best on your picture. What's that look like? That's quite cool. I like that. I'm not going to bother changing the other colours here. Yeah, and I'm really happy with that one. So here's the before and after. That's just with Enchanted. So I'm going to export this picture here. So right click and export. So just have a look what looks best. So once that's exported, it's taking a little while. I'm going to go to Kingdom and play that one. And as you can see, this is a very blue kind of tone picture. So again, just play around with the shadows and the highlights, see what looks best. I quite like this as is, to be honest. You can always have a little play around, see if it affects anything. See if the blues makes a difference or not. Yellows makes a big difference. There we go. Oh, that's quite cool. Or I like it blue, this image. Bring the oranges up slightly. Same with the reds. And yeah, I'm really happy with this one as well. So I'm going to export this one too. So you can just click export at the bottom. And then we'll have a look at midnight and see what that does. See, this is quite cool as well. I really do like this one. I'm going to bring the highlights and whites up a little bit though. So this is kind of the trick to using these presets, is not just to put them on straight away and say that's done, is to kind of just have a little play around with this. Because when I made these presets, I wanted them to be really versatile and work on a wide array of images. And this is kind of the way that you can make it suit your picture more, is just have a play around and see what you like. I quite like it being really blue, to be honest. And the other thing that you can change is this split toning here. So with the highlights and the shadows, these will just add colours to one particular part of your image. So if we just have a play around and see what you like with it. Let's see. I think it was on blue anyway. I do like it being blue. And then same with the highlights as well. Just have a play around and see what you like best. So that's quite cool. Yep, I really like that. I'm going to change the reds on the hands as well, so just bring that across a bit more and desaturate. There we go. I'm going to export that as well. And then let's have a look at Pixie and see what effect that has. So this is a really nice overall preset. I like that. Pixie's quite a soft And again, just have a little play around, see what you like. That's really cool. I like that desaturated. So I'm going to go with that, and then I'm going to export it. And let's just have a quick look at the few pictures that we just made from these presets, and it really did not take us very long at all. So I'll just open them up in Photoshop so you can see them all, and there you can see the different colours that we made, and literally it took us a few minutes. I really hope that you guys like these presets. I've had so much fun making them, and I use them on all of my pictures. So I really hope you guys like them, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!